Somebody other than me. Knowledge, wisdom, understanding. Man, woman, and children. Sun, moon, and stars. Everything that exists has to coexist within. Like I said, another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me? Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful people. I see y'all in the building. Anybody but a dead body, do me a favor. Let me see a dice cube or something to let me know that the audio is coming through crystal clear. I got to give y'all this work before I go to sleep. Lord knows they tried to kill me at the job today, but y'all deserve this work. Y'all deserve this work. You see the avatar? I'm working on my bed. I'm working on my bed, rocking the ball head. Just got home. Just got through from putting the Cleveland Browns in the Super Bowl. Yes, I did, if you caught that one. If you caught that one, appreciate you, China. I'm the I-95 only child. I appreciate y'all for letting me know. Mount Vernon Raised is in the building. Only child is in the building. Seaside Boys. He said, yo, check this out, Dice. I need that wrench. FTC Vice is in the building. AP, the old East New York, is in the building. Salute. Jamil, Brooklyn, I see you in the building. Salute. 1-2 Freddie, I see you in the building. Official Eyes, keep on protecting this country, girl. You know I got my prayers out for you. I'm the I-95 is in the building. We got the queen up in here, Big Eve. Y'all got y'all wrenches, so make sure y'all put y'all wrenches in for people to come check y'all. 050 The Movement is in here. You heard? How y'all great people doing? How y'all great people doing? Them niggas tried to kill my ass yesterday, and they tried to kill me at the job. But I don't give a fuck. I'm popping. I'm good. You dig what I'm saying? I'm popping. Yesterday, I came home, y'all, rolled up a spliff, took 2 pulls, and the alarm clock went off. I couldn't even smoke the spliff. I swear to God. But, you know, I'd rather do that than stay out their way. These streets ain't the same. They ain't loving us no more like they used to when we was coming up. You see the situation going on with Remy. We're going to get into that, too. Shout out to China Brim. He did it in the car. So I'm going to carry on this content. I keep telling y'all that real content, it could be spread too. Everybody got their own different perspective, but you know how I feel about shit like that. But we going to get into this work. You understand what I'm saying to you? It's very, very real. It's very, very real. But the first one we're going to start out with is the donkey of the goddamn day before we get into the show. Y'all know I pick a donkey. This is the donkey of the fucking day because all the cats that's in the building right now, whether you're a street dude, 9-to-5 dude, is just being a man, is something I need to ask y'all. And to the ladies in the building, how would y'all feel if your man came home talking this bullshit like he said? This dude had the nerve to say he went to the, I ain't even going to tell y'all. I'm going to let him say it in his own damn words. I don't believe it. If you ask me, I'm going to say bullshit. I don't appreciate this bullshit. Fair YouTube users. Let's get into this motherfucking work.
New at 10 and only on 2, a second man has come forward with shocking claims against a Houston urban park ranger.
That's right. The man says 33-year-old Joey Lamar Ellis demanded he either give him sex or cash to avoid being arrested. Devin Clark joining us now from Cullen Park, where the man says all of this happened to him twice.
The man you're about to hear from says this used to be a place where he could come, run, work out, clear his mind. But now he says it triggers memories of a series of traumatic events that he still finds.
Fuck that. Before we get into this, I got to get into this work. Before we get into that, I want to ask all my cats in the building. And ladies, how do y'all feel about this? Number one, he looking a little sexual chocolate. No offense to nobody. But what man... It just don't make sense. He said this the second time it happened. It don't make sense, y'all. So you mean to tell me, always a queen, the boy Philly is in the building. You know y'all got y'all links. Drop it, man. Get that workout. You dig what I'm saying? Drop your links. If you got a wrench up in here, drop your motherfucking link, man. Fishy ass, why you ain't got no motherfucking wrench? I thought you had a wrench. You must have switched up on me. But back to what I was saying. First of all, y'all, yo, AP, let me ask you something. You see what you said. He said he got to be a mook. I don't use the word. AP used it. I say he has to be a down low homosexual. No disrespect intended to the gay people, the LGBTQ, none of that plus. I'm not trying to disrespect nobody. I'm just trying to say this is the shit that make people look fucked up. This nigga said he went to the park. Cop pulled out a gun and said, yo, give me some sex or some money. That don't even sound right, y'all. That don't even sound right. It don't sound right to me. It just don't sound right to me, man. Omni I-95 said he's a willing participant, Dice. I said the same thing. You know what I'm saying? So before we get into this and be judgmental, let's get into the rest of this motherfucking work because something ain't right. Let's go.
Hard to believe.
This is like traumatizing. Like my life would never be the same ever.
This man who asked not to be identified is the second alleged victim of Houston urban park ranger.
This right here is the park ranger, y'all. He's doing it to people. He wasn't the one that was assaulted. He's the one that's allegedly assaulting these people. But if you checked out my man right quick, no offense, but check out his flip-flops, y'all. There ain't no regular flip-flops there ain't no regular flip-flops, y'all. I ain't trying to sound funny, but them flip-flops don't look right. I ain't gonna front y'all. Y'all niggas that have content for 3 years, y'all catch me outside with some flip-flops like that. That shit don't look right. That nigga looked like he got on some Swedish candy flip-flops. Them look like some Swedish candy flip-flops from New Zealand or some shit like that. But you know, we ain't gonna blame no blame game. We gonna get into this motherfucking work. Let's go.
Is the second alleged victim of Houston urban park ranger Joey Lamar Ellis to come forward. His story begins early April in Cullen Park after the man says he was getting ready to leave after a workout when Ellis did the unthinkable.
He ended up stopping me. I was at my car and he was like, you trespassing, your car.
Hold on, y'all. I want y'all to pay attention to this. Yo, now, no disrespect intended. No disrespect intended. No disrespect intended. This is just my opinion. This is my opinion, so I'm going to put up my fair disclaimer. He sound like sexual chocolate itself. Did you hear him? He approached me and he came. No, I'm not knocking nobody for their preferred sexuality. But he had them snoochie sandals on. You dig what I'm saying? He had them snoochies on. He had them snoochies on. That shit just didn't look right. The way he was standing, the mannerism. But I want y'all to check out how he talked. No disrespect intended to nobody. This is just my opinion. Fair YouTube usage. Let's get into this work. Excuse me, y'all, for holding it up.
I was at my car and he was like, you trespassing, your car going to be towed. You're not supposed to be out here.
The man says Ellis made him pull his pants down, demanded his license, and threatened to take him to jail unless he did one of two things.
He told me, you could suck this, you know what, or you could pay me.
The man says he reluctantly paid Ellis some $260.
He had like a holster, like a gun holster.
Out of fear, the man says he did not report the first incident. When he returned to the park a few weeks later, he says he ran into Ellis again.
He was like, you already know the routine. I told you not to be out here. One or two things, you know, basically what he told me the first time.
But this time, the man says he was able to get away, but Ellis didn't back down.
So I jumped the curb and I drove off. As I attempted to drive off, he was following my car, like on the highway, like speeding. Then he tried to sideswipe me and everything to get me to pull over.
He tells us he eventually lost Ellis. Now, he says he found the strength to file a report with HPD after hearing another man came forward with a similar story earlier this month, leading Ellis to be charged in that case with felony official oppression.
I just left it alone, but then somebody else spoke up, so I just hope that others will speak up.
Did I hear him correctly? He said he just decided to leave the shit alone. Nigga told you to pull your pants down, beloved. And if that happened to you in that park, why you went back to that park. Was you looking for him? Were you in that park looking for him with them Suchi sneakers on?
You can't play both sides, you niggas gotta choose. Niggas out here being tough until they make the news. Mama said her son ain't hurt nobody. The streets said her son was catching plenty bodies. If you accept these charges, then please hold. In every hood, it was a nigga that was tough, but he still told. Like, what I gotta do to make you niggas rhyme? Like, I'm ready to kill when it come to minds. I'm cautious. I'm dealing with more sticks than a porcupine. Quill spines, whatever you wanna call them. Yeah, plus my little mama, she a trap queen. Doggy, when she mixed with that Fetty, give him a wop lean. It was a whole lot of cars when there was stimmies round. We going over a year and half you niggas down. All these expensive clothes, like was that smart? Now they uploading their clothes on the Poshmark. Switch, baby, careful with this. I mean, this bitch sharp. One across, one down the middle, look like a chrome heart. Damn, I'm always outside. I'm like high from who? Bound to put your car on skates. You think you slide through? I help build my niggas. This ain't Legos. Protect the fan by any means. I be Diego. Yeah, tiger to you niggas. I'm an animal. It's a jungle where I'm from. What y'all wanna do? You can't play both sides. You niggas gotta choose. Niggas out here being tough until they make the news. Mama said her son ain't hurt nobody. The streets said her son was catching plenty bodies. If you accept these charges, then please hold. In every hood, it was a nigga that was tough, but he still told.
I don't believe it. I think he was fucking with him. I think that's some type of, like, you know how they be having them spots? For instance, like the Village in New York. Everybody that's in the Village know is not gay or anything like that. But, you know, the Village is known for the freeway of life. Certain parks up there, you know, they rocking and rolling and they moving like they in a car that's stolen, you dig? But they don't give a fuck because love is love and we are not here to judge nobody. But that right there didn't make no sense. He said that he was violated. He was violated. He was violated and never went to the police and told them what happened. He just gave him 200 and some change. That sounds like solicitation. That sounds like solicitation or something like that to me. I could be wrong because males do get caught up in prostitution rings with other males also. It's a new day, beloved. It's a very much of a new day. Smash that like button on the way in too, man. And make sure somebody put in Dog Soldier, Hank McCoy, you know what I'm saying? Get over there and get that work. Put in Harlem Legend, 050 The Movement. Throw Jai Ace up in there because you know it's usually a grown folks crowd over here. Eve James in the building. Make sure y'all go over there because she go crazy. Because, oh yeah, shout out to Artist Morrison. I don't understand, you know what I'm saying? But shout out to Artist Morrison. When it comes to creativeness and entertainment, y'all, he got a hell of a motherfucking show. He got a hell of a fucking show, y'all. The shit is called Dark Questions on the Light Side. Y'all get over there and subscribe, man, to Artist Morrison, man. I'm talking about he really, that nigga don't give a fuck. You know, I ain't really, you know, that shit is crazy, but yo, and shout out to Eve. She in the building. She gave me a suggestion. I look at this shit like, yo, this shit is crazy, but it's kind of interesting. I'm not going to front y'all. I was at work. I had that shit in the headphones. I said, oh, shit. Shout out to Hoodies Up and Safe House and everything over there. You know what I'm saying? Get over there and subscribe because that Uncle Earl shit, Big Dice Stamp, that shit is funny as a motherfucker, yo. When Uncle Earl did the Apple Challenge, shout out to Liddy. He put out an Apple Challenge. He said, if you ain't got no teeth, you can't eat no goddamn apple. But that nigga Oliver dropped some shit called Uncle Earl. That shit is funny as a motherfucker. I don't give a fuck what y'all talking about. And when it comes to creativity, I'm not going front. I don't be agreeing with everything artists be doing. That nigga got a hell of a fucking mind on him. And I told him this for a long time ago, y'all. You dig what I'm saying? That nigga got judged. What's her name? What's the lady up there, the judge up there and everything? Before you say something, you have the right. You better tell the truth. The whole truth and nothing but the truth. So help you God. Judge Joe Brown. That's her name. I said, oh, shit. This nigga put that shit together. Shout out to Hoodies Up. You know what I'm saying? He got a hell of a lineup, too, lined up. He got China Brim coming. He got Harlem Legend coming. He got Mac Mean coming. He got DGR coming. He got Melly Mel coming. Yo, Eve, you better get your slot. Nah, hell no, Eve. Hell no. Keep your ass in the goddamn chat. I just thought about that shit because Eve don't give a fuck. That's one. Eve don't give a fuck. I'm telling you that shit right now. Eve don't give a fuck. I'm telling y'all that right now. That's facts of life. But let's get into this work. Y'all know that little dude named Tyreek? Everybody in here familiar with Power and Ghost and all that? Little dude named Tyreek. I forgot to pull his picture up, but I thought I would think everybody's familiar with him. But if you're not, we're going to pull it up right now and show y'all what happened. It's just real, real crazy. I don't understand. I done seen some pictures of that boy. I'm not talking about the way they dress him to be the young, slick drug dealer on Power. He don't dress like that in real life. He ain't rocking none of them 360 waves. Little Ghost, that's his name. He ain't rocking none of them. You're always a queen. I don't know if you see these real pictures they be having of him. He ain't wearing no waves. He ain't wearing that Versace. He ain't wearing, I don't know. This nigga here he dressing like Kevin Westbrook. This dude comes out, yo, he dressing like Kevin Westbrook. I'm not throwing no characteristics or no trade on him, but I think he's messing with that tonsil pool. I think he's fucking with that tonsil pool, fellas. No disrespect intended, but I think he's fucking with that tonsil pool. Because right now, he done put a statement out because he was sexually assaulted. He was sexually assaulted on live. I'm going to let y'all watch this shit because I don't even want to spoil this shit because maybe y'all can tell me what the fuck is going on because something not seeming right. Fair YouTube usage, y'all. Let's get into this work, man. Shout it out.
For staying up late with us, we have a great program planned for you and some great guests tonight here on The Factor Uncensored. Let's get right down to business. This is an important reminder tonight. Men can also be victims of sexual assault, in case you didn't know. An actor says he's still processing what happened to him after a woman grabbed him inappropriately on a live stream. This happened Sunday on a Twitch live stream for an influencer named Ty Ty Jones. Actor Micheal Rainey Jr., who is from Power, can be seen in the background when a woman who has been identified as James' sister walks up to him and
hold up now. Always a queen. Yo, Eve, only child. To the women in here, I need to know something right now. I want to be straight up. I don't want to play. If he would have done that, he would have been in jail. You're 100% right. If he walked up always a queen and just touched her, oh, man, he'd have went straight to jail. Official eyes in the building, too. I need to know from the women that's in the building right now. How did he look, though, when she grabbed his penis? Now, I ain't gonna front. I know some gangsters. If I'd have been that age and I'd have probably been working with 50 and stuff like that, you dig what I'm saying? Who knows? If I was young and running around going crazy, shit, if I was older, you know what I'm saying? Who knows? But what I'm trying to say is, did y'all see the facial expression on him? Did you see it? Always a queen says she got shocked. Chief, I see you in the building. He looked shocked and uncomfortable. Shocked and uncomfortable. I'm going to let y'all watch this again because maybe I'm seeing something different before I give y'all my analogy. Let's go.
thank you for staying up late with us. We have a great program planned for you and some great guests tonight here on The Factor Uncensored. Let's get right down to business. This is an important reminder tonight. Men can also be victims of sexual assault, in case you didn't know. An actor says he's still processing what happened to him after a woman grabbed him inappropriately on a live stream. This happened Sunday on a Twitch live stream for an influencer named Ty Jones. Actor Micheal Rainey Jr, who is from Power, can be seen in the background when a woman who has been identified as James' sister walks up to him and appears to grab him by the private area. You can see it on Rainey's face. He looked very uncomfortable by the encounter. Today, he released a statement saying he's in shock and that, quote, sexual assault is never okay regardless of gender or status. We're all human and we should respect each other. Most importantly, we should respect ourselves. Joining us to talk about it, trauma therapist Chow Win. So, Chow, when you took a look at that video, what went through your mind?
Well, the reaction on his face, the disbelief and the freezing, that's considered a trauma response. We either fight, flight, freeze, we fawn. And it looked.
But let me ask y'all something. I'm going to be straight to it. I don't know about what y'all saw. I see you, Miss Pam. I don't know what y'all saw, but I got to talk how I feel it. You know, because I looked at this video a few times. To me, it seemed like he felt as though he was assaulted because she was a woman. Now, to the fellas, let me ask you something. Let's get into this work. Tribe salute. Let's work. You know, I ain't just gonna let y'all get on the bus unless y'all got some money. You got to have a Metro card or that fare. When I want to, fellas, if somebody run up on you, male or female, and they go to touch you around your groin area, what are y'all gonna do? I'm gonna grab them and throw them the fuck up off me. I'm gonna grab their hand. Fuck wrong with you? I don't fuck with you, ma. Fuck is wrong with you? Check that. You see what FTC said? That shit don't even. He started laughing. A trauma response. Now hold on. Let's get real for a minute. Now, if he's if I gotta say it to you now. If he's a gay man, is that still a trauma response? Is that still a trauma response? Yes, it is. Number one, if you're a gay man and you're sexually attracted to another man, if a woman was to come put her hands on you, you would feel appalled, I guess. Just like if you was a heterosexual man and a man came and was to touch you on your groin area. What the fuck is you doing, boy? Big Tribe said, good luck evening. Good luck even getting that close. Good luck even getting that close. You know why? Because we was taught you got 3 feet, because I can hear you crystal clear. If you come within 3 feet of me, I have the right to attack and defend myself because you're stepping into my personal space. Official Eyes says she wrong, but let me ask you something, Official Eyes. I know you know you from B-More. What do you see? Do you see Marlo Stansfield, or do you see Omar? One more time, y'all. Do you see Marlo Stansfield, or do you see Omar?
This happened Sunday on a Twitch live stream for an influencer named Ty Jones. Actor Micheal Rainey Jr, who is from Power, can be seen in the background when a woman who has been identified as James' sister walks up to him and appears to grab him by the private area. You can see it on Rainey's face. He looked very uncomfortable by the encounter. Today, he released a statement saying he's in shock and that, quote, sexual assault is never okay regardless of gender or status.
Now check that out. Miss Pam, let me talk to you for a minute. Because Miss Pam says, no one should be touching inappropriate without permission, period. Let me ask y'all something to the people in the building. Let me ask y'all something to the people that came in the building. My man Smash, MS, whatever. You came in before and I blew your head off for 24 hours. So before I blow your head off this time for 24 hours, because this is grown folks conversation over here, say hello to the chat. I think you got about 15 seconds to say peace to the chat or I'm about to blow your head off. Oh, you're already killed. Ain't that some shit? I keep telling y'all gonna walk into a pit. Shout out to Team Guardian. Ain't nothing playing. Everybody over here gonna lay you down, man. If you can't come in here on some grown shit, don't come in here at all. L Block, I see you in the building. If you can't come in here on some grown shit, don't come in here at all. First of all, don't come in here playing with me now, because number one, I'm supposed to be asleep. I used to wonder why my grandfather went to bed at 7:30. That nigga was tired. My grandma said, you better shut up. You know your grandfather in there asleep. I'm tiptoeing and shit. Why is this nigga asleep at 7:45? Only Child says sexual assault goes for men too. Respect is such that respect. But Only Child, let me ask you something, girl. You know I'm fucking with you. Did it seem like Omar or Marlo Stansfield? What I mean is, did it seem like a gay man or a heterosexual man? Omar or Marlo Stansfield? My man AP said without no question, he saw Omar. And Omar was a killer. I'm supposed to be the one sleep. I hit the gym 5 a.m. Damn, at least he tried to. But let me ask you something to the fellas in the building. To the fellas in the building. Women, you know y'all. See that? Only Child said, I see Omar, Big Dice. Women, y'all are never excluded, but this question is directly for the fellas. Let me ask you something, fellas. Y'all in the club, a chick run up and grab your dick. Excuse my language. You're going, I don't give a fuck if you're a superstar or not. You're going to go make a press report and say, I feel as though no one should be sexually assaulted. And say, nah, that's not how heterosexual men talk, in my opinion. Facts. If you agree with that, fellas, let me see some dice cubes. Ladies, if y'all agree with that, let me see the hearts. That ain't how men talk. I know some niggas that'll slap the shit out of her. Facts. I know some niggas that'll doubt what we called in Brooklyn back in the days. She'd have got the Dwight Gooden of her life. Fuck is you doing walking up touching me? Because things like that could be a distraction. Oh, you gonna come grab my penis and a nigga running up on me from the side? What you talking about, Plug? I see you in the building. I see you, beloved. City Bam, I see you in the building. I know some niggas that'll slap the shit out you. But he went and wrote a statement for the news. It just don't seem right, y'all. And the way these kids are coming up today and the way these actors is coming up today in Hollywood, I'm doing a show at the end of the week about the children in Hollywood and how they've been traumatized. I'm going to start talking about Raven Simone. I'm gonna talk about the young lady from the Pains, from Meet the Pain, House of Pains. How she done had a nervous breakdown, done cut. I got more hair on my head than she do. Official Wise said he should have corrected that shit right then and there. It seemed to me he was more insulted. Smash that like button. This is facts. It seemed to me he was more insulted. Because of, all jokes aside, ladies, not trying to sound funny. Niggas don't move like that. I'm just trying to be me. I can't help it, man. I can't help it. Chilling with love. I see you in the building, girl. Thank you. Y'all make sure y'all get, you got your wrench, girl. You got your wrench, girl. Drop your wrench up in there. Chilling with love got the motherfucking Donna Summers picture. What the fuck? You got the Donna Summers pictures. Girl, she got the Donna Summer pictures. Let's dance. Romance tonight. Y'all don't know nothing about no Dance Fever. That was my mom's favorite movie. Rest in peace, Sharon McLeod. That was my mother's favorite fucking movie. Dance Fever with Donna Summers. I'm telling y'all right now, if y'all got a fire stick, on my mama, do this for me. If y'all got a fire stick, I'm going to put it in the chat right now. Put it in the chat right now. I want everybody, if you can, when you get some time, watch this movie right here, y'all. Dance Fever, starring Donna Summers. I didn't understand this shit when I was young. My mother used to drag me to see that shit. See, I had one of them mothers that my grandmother wasn't letting you drop her baby off because you wanted to go to the movies. Oh, no, he going with you. He going with you. I'm sitting up in there watching movies like, what the fuck am I watching? Dance Fever. Let's dance tonight. I remember that song. I want to hold you and feel you. Y'all don't know nothing about no Dance Fever, but let's get back to this work. That boy, Micheal Rainey, they done did something to him and turned him out, because the way we see him in the description and the image that they give us on Power, he's not like that in real life. I'm talking about, I'm seeing the black young Liberace. I'm talking about all he needs is a piano on his left ring. I'm talking about the niggas dressing like Westbrook. Y'all see how Westbrook dressed, right? These niggas is wearing dresses. These niggas is wearing plaited tweed dresses. Come on, my nigga. These niggas is fucking it up for the game, man. And this is what some women are attracted to. Ain't that some shit? These niggas wearing dresses and tight shirts. When Cameron had New York wearing pink, I never wore pink. To this day. Remember that shit? Cameron had I never wore pink. These is facts. These niggas is walking around looking they looking like women. Women attire on men bodies, and this shit is normal. Look how he was looking. He looked like somebody pulled a pistol on him. But let's get into this motherfucking work. I don't know if y'all heard about the lady named Bionca Ellis. This is clearly mental health. How y'all feel about this? Should she be sent to jail? Or should she be sent to a psychiatric ward? But you remember on the show I did on mental illness when they said there's over 2,400 people with mental illnesses that's incarcerated. And you heard what the psychiatrist said. He said the reason why they are incarcerated because of the overcrowding in the mental facilities, so they have nowhere to put them, so they put them in jail. Is this one of them situations right now with Miss Bionca Ellis? After this work, we're going to get into it. You are now rocking the best. Share this live. Let's go.
Another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me? It's knowledge, wisdom, understanding. Man, woman, and children. Sun, moon, and stars. Everything exists, has to coexist within. Like I said, another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me?
Yo, shout out to Artist Morrison and fuck Artist Morrison too. You know why? Because see, when he seen it start, he didn't see the beginning. So Artist, look, there's another one. So you can't see I chopped the video. That nigga artist did a live the other day, y'all. That shit had me laughing at my job so hard. This nigga say, yo, Big Dice, how come I never see you with a motherfucking full blunt? He said that nigga got a motherfucking ashtray full of roaches. That shit almost made me pee on myself. I swear to God, that shit had me laughing so old. That's when you know you're getting old, y'all. I'm going to keep it funky. It's a few of you motherfuckers that done pissed on yourself. Like my mother said, laugh too hard and you twinkle. So don't make it seem like I'm the only one in this motherfucker getting old. That shit had me laughing so hard I like to piss on myself. That nigga said Dice got an ashtray full of motherfucking roaches. He said every time Dice be on his lives, he be like this. Yo, that shit made me laugh so motherfucking hard. Shout out to Artist Morrison. Make sure y'all get over there and go subscribe. Like he said, he love everybody. It ain't no drama. Artists say some crazy things, but he said he's just entertainment. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, I know this nigga Artist is crazy for real. That's why I fucks with this little nigga. This nigga's crazy. That nigga said I'm a fucking daredevil, nigga. I don't give a fuck. Shout out to Artist Morrison and Tizzle Tay. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the light side. I ain't gonna front. Everybody make sure y'all go subscribe to him. I tell y'all, everybody got their own niche. China, the sheriff, he got it locked. Wax AP, this nigga, when he talking about cutting your ass, let me tell you something. I could tell this nigga used to rank his whole life. Wax AP say some shit, yo, that make you laugh so motherfucking hard, yo. I'm talking about, I think the nigga said to a nigga on his show one night, he said, yo, you the type of nigga that wake up in the middle of the night and scream out Drake. Yo, that shit almost, yo, I caught the shit late. He said, yo, the nigga wake out of sleep going, Drake? Yo, that shit had me laughing so fucking hard, yo. Shout out to Wax AP and the Nile River. You know what I'm saying? If y'all ain't subscribed, get over there and subscribe to the bro. You dig what I'm saying? Like I said, everybody got their own niche. But like I said, I ain't give y'all no hood news by my views. So it's time for us to get into this work. And yes, Miss Pam. She allegedly, if it's any children in the room, do me a favor, get them kids out the room. Pay attention to what I'm about to drop. You dig what I'm saying? Fair YouTube usage. This young lady right here, I want to know if she's supposed to be arrested or she's supposed to be put into a mental facility, because this is pure, this is a straight up sign. This is a sign. This is not a woman that's mentally capable or competent to go to trial, y'all. That's just my opinion. Talk to me and tell me how y'all feel. Let's get into this work. Fair YouTube usage.
One is dreadful. An Ohio woman facing murder charges after police say that she fatally stabbed a 3-year-old boy outside of a local grocery store. On Monday, 32-year-old Bionca Ellis, look at this, she was seen smirking at the cameras at her arraignment. Her bail was set at $5 million. And according to police, she not only stabbed the child, but also stabbed the child's mother as they were leaving the grocery store. The victim, 3-year-old Julian Wood, this is this precious little angel who died in what authorities are saying was a random attack, totally random, outside of the Giant Eagle grocery store on June 3rd near Cleveland, Ohio. Mom is still recovering from her injuries. And before Ellis's bail was set, little Julian's dad gave this very emotional statement in court.
That day, 1 week ago, she took everything from us. There's nothing that could ever replace my son or anything that my wife and I, or even our other kids, are going through. It's horrendous.
There are questions.
Now, ladies, the reason why I've let it play that far, and rest in peace to that little boy, is because to show y'all there is some compassion in some men still left. They always make it seem like men just don't care about certain things, or they don't show their, you know what I'm saying, their feelings or their emotions. They make it seem like if you display your feelings or emotions, you're supposed to be weak. That man, did you see how hurt that man looked? That's the curse. That's a curse to have to bury your child. I've been to so many funerals and I've heard my mans, God bless their soul, mothers scream out, they family members. I'm talking about baby mothers. Rest in peace to my man, Anton Jackson. I swear to God, Indian boy from Brevoort. The nigga went to jail, did his thing, came home, and was killed. Right in his own projects, Brevoort projects. I remember going to his funeral, Antoine Jackson, and I remember his daughter, beautiful, looked just like him. Little girl, she was like, Dice, Why my father won't wake up? That shit broke my heart. That lady right there is not capable to stand trial when it comes to her mental capacity because she's gone. She's sitting there smiling like that shit is a joke. Look at her appearance and everything. My man said I had to bury my baby 6 months ago. I hope you're serious about that, my man. Rest in peace. That ain't nothing to play with. You know what I'm saying? He said my son was a day old. So if you're sincere, because I see the Puff Daddy picture, you know, I don't really do the trolling. We don't do the trolling over here, but that's something that we won't play with. And I hope you're sincere about that. You know what I'm saying? If so, rest in peace. Oh, they done shot you already, man. No, they ain't shoot him. You still around. I hope that's sincerity, because whoever you are, if you're not, I don't know, that could be just a nickname in a disguise. You don't really want to display who you are, but to say something like that, you know, over here, you just typing in the chat, but you playing with God on that one. Whether you have children or you plan to have children or you have nieces or you have nephews, you know what I'm saying? So if that's sincere, my condolences go out to you. Yo, nerd, I see you in the building. Forgive me, man. You snuck up on me, man. You snuck up on me like that lady did that boy Tyreek. I ain't even see it coming. You dig what I'm saying? But I think, in my opinion, y'all, she should be in a mental institution. They need to find some space for her. This is not something that they got on a $5 million bail. She said it was really disgusting to watch. And rest in peace. Rest in peace to you, beloved. You see how people over here like Sammy Heavens, like, see, we don't play like that when it comes to that. So rest in peace to that, man. We really, whew, boy. You just don't know, Sammy. That's something very, very deep there. That's something really, really deep there. Word up. Back to what I was saying, y'all. Let's get into this work. What is it with these 10 percenters? If anybody know anything about, you know what I'm saying, Islam, 5%, Nation of Gods, the Earths. The reason why it's 100% in totality. $85% is supposed to be is supposed to be literally, as they say, deaf, dumb, and blind, meaning very naive, don't want to do the research and the self-worth to check on certain things pertaining to reality, and they just want to follow a wave because they want to be a part of something. I don't like the deaf, dumb, and blind, but in a more smoothed out way, like certain things that people should apply themselves to, at least find out knowledge of self, who you are, what you're here for, man or woman, child, whatever existence. It's certain things that you need to check on. But then that's 85%. Then it's still 15%. And then there's an additional 10%. The 10% are these pastors, these imams, these false demonstrations of people that love God. G-Mac, I see you in the building. Salute. He said, bloodsuckers of the poor. And the reason why the 10%ers are so evil and so wicked, because they have control over the 85%ers. When it comes to the money, like offerings and brainwashing them. I'm not saying that certain things aren't right, and I'm not saying that certain things aren't wrong, but I know if you have just the know-how to question certain things, all you got to do is do the research on it. It's that simple. And I don't trust the internet because the internet lies. But I'm telling you, they still have libraries, and them shits is in effect. See, back in the days when we wanted to find out certain things, we had to take our time and go to the library and do book reports, because they picked certain things for us to like navigate us and direct us to go to certain places like libraries, because they wanted us to study and exercise our brain. Walaikum salam, OG Bobby, I see you in the building. He said, I would like to take the Shahada. What do you think? I think if that's what you want to do and you're sincere with Allah with that, God, whatever you want to say, I think it would be wonderful. But when it comes to playing, not you per se, I'm just speaking. When people play with God or the Most High, I'm telling you that shit is very, very dangerous, y'all, because I'm about to show you how God destroys, like I said, some of them 10%ers that's always going through these things. And then that's 85 and 10 is 95%. And then it's only 5% of us left that apparently we can't say we know it all. But when it comes to equate logistics, as far as doing research and 1 and 1 meaning 2, that type of comprehension, we damn sure be on point. Inshallah, damn sure be on point. But look what's going on. I'm going to go with the first one. We got a Dallas preacher that was running around stealing churches. They just gave this nigga 35 years. Look how wicked these niggas is.
A Dallas pastor will spend 35 years in prison for stealing 3 churches in Dallas County. Whitney Foster created fraudulent deeds for those churches, taking control of the properties. But prosecutors say they have evidence he illegally took control of additional properties. Fox Sports' Peyton Yeager spoke to a prosecutor on the case and joins us now live. Peyton.
Heather, in First Christian Church of Lancaster is the first church that really sounded the alarm back in 2019. Once Lancaster police brought the case here to the Dallas County District Attorney's Office, investigators uncovered that Foster was tied to other churches here in the county. A Dallas County jury sentenced 56-year-old Whitney Foster to 35 years in prison for stealing real estate from 3 churches in both Dallas and Lancaster. Last month, the Dallas pastor was found guilty of felony theft after filing fraudulent deeds to take the 3 properties valued at more than $800,000.
What he wanted people to think was that because he was a nonprofit, that he had the ability, the right to just move in on another nonprofit's property.
Dallas County Assistant District Attorney Philip Clark says First Christian Church of Lancaster was the first church to take notice back in 2019. According to this arrest warrant affidavit, the church told police someone named Aaron Finley claimed to be the chairman of the Lancaster church and sold the property to Foster for $10. There was no one on the board named Aaron Finley. Clark tells Fox 4 Foster testified he thought the Lancaster church was abandoned even after he attended a Sunday service and spoke with the church's leadership.
And then lo and behold, days later, they find that he's filed this deed.
Investigators uncovered Foster's fraudulent scheme was also tied to 2 Dallas churches, Church at Nineveh and Canada Drive Church. As of Monday, both churches are in Foster or his church's name. Foster's congregation, True Foundation Non-Denominational Church, is still actively gathering on Canada Drive. We asked Clark, what does he believe were Foster's intentions?
I have to assume that it's ambition. I have to assume that he's wanting to grow a congregation. He was just taking it upon himself to take property from other people, and he completely upended and disrupted other congregations.
Before all of this, Clark says Foster's small congregation did not have a physical place to gather. It took First Christian Church of Lancaster years to recover ownership. However, it's still trying to fix the problems Foster created.
If you own a home or any property, pay attention, take care of it, monitor it. And if something comes along your radar that looks problematic, act on it.
So the 3 churches that we named, those were the 3 churches that were used to indict Foster. Now, during the punishment phase, prosecutors presented 7 additional fraudulent deeds that were tied to Foster. So Heather and Steve, that is 10 properties in total. Foster does plan to appeal.
Most people
supposed to be a man of God. He still got one of them churches up getting money right now. That shit is a hustle. You heard what AP said? Beware of all False prophets, y'all. Shaking my head. And that's peace. You see what my man OG Bobby told you? He said the Shahada is for you and you only. It got nothing to do with nobody else. Study, study, and study first. That's all he can say respectfully, and that's peace. That's facts. But I ain't done with these niggas. Check this passed out too. Check this 10% of this nigga here different. This nigga different. Fair YouTube usage.
Well-known Dallas pastor Dr. Tony Evans stepped aside from leading the 10,000-member Oak Cliff Bible Fellowship. Evans cited a past...
Did y'all hear that? I just wanted y'all to overemphasize that. He said, yo, the pastor and the founder, he got a following of 10,000 people plus in his church. All of a sudden one day just said, you know what, I'm going to walk away. I'm just going to renounce my pastorship because I did something. He said it wasn't illegal. Wasn't illegal. But it was against morale code and going against God. Check this cat out here. He's smooth now. Check him out, y'all. Pay attention. Fair YouTube usage.
Well-known Dallas pastor Dr. Tony Evans stepped aside from leading the 10,000-member Oak Cliff Bible Fellowship. Evans cited a past sin as the reason for the move after more than 40 years at the pulpit. R4 Stephen Dial live with what Evans told the congregation. Stephen.
Yeah, the news was a big shock to the faith-based community nationwide. And Evans, who recently got married, said that he committed no crime, but committed a sin. Sunday, renowned Dallas pastor Dr. Tony Evans told his congregation he would be...
Did y'all hear that? He didn't commit no crime, but he committed a sin. Check this out. Here we go again. With this secret society, all they ask is trust. You're not going to disclose what you did. If you sinned, all right, you cheated on your wife. You had an adulterous affair. You're a pastor. They're going to look at you and say, all right, they're going to shame you for a couple of months and you're going to come back. But what are they going to say if you had an adulterous affair with a man? You see what OG said? He said, and for the rest of the week, now you're eating out of a soup can, brand Nubian. Think about it, though, y'all. How many pastors we know done cheated? Shit, the president done cheated. Remember Monica Lewinsky? Oh, y'all ain't catch that, huh? She's an old shifty-eyed devil. Pay attention to that, y'all. On some real shit, Miss Pam. Always a queen. Think about it. Now, if you got caught cheating, all right, boom. That nigga say, yo, I fucked up. One of them goddamn prostitutes or one of these side chicks. I got home for being with my side piece, straight up and down. They're going to shame him for a couple of months. He still got his followers. They're going to congregate and give him more support because he on the Billy Graham hustle now. Y'all remember the great pastor Billy Graham? He said, I'm sorry for I've sinned. I've slept with other women. Check this out. He said he didn't commit no crime, so at least from what he's saying, this was with an adult. This was consensual. This was consensual. But if you have the appearance as this loving pastor and you have a first lady in your church with 10,000 plus followers, hypothetically speaking, 10,000 followers, pay attention. If you were with another woman, the first lady's going to be upset. They're going to pray. They're going to have a couple of fun meetings, fundraisers. You're going to go away to a psychiatrist, what, for a month or two? Then you're going to come back and tell your story about how the psychiatrist cured you. But if it was with a man, Minata Miyoko. What up, my man? You done switch your name up on me, baby. Cutthroat is in the building, y'all. Ms. Pam said, more crooks, pastors than honest ones, and you wonder why a lot of people don't go to church. Mount Vernon said that church is jumping on Sunday. Think about that, Mount Vernon. Niggas go crazy up here for 5,000 subscribers. Nigga go crazy for 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. You got 1,000 people following you? Holy smokes, Batman. To yourself, you lit. Imagine 10,000 human beings that you are interacting with. This ain't no motherfucking behind the avatar shit, y'all. This nigga was getting $1 or $2. This ain't no avatar shit. This ain't no Rodney Dangerfield nickname type shit with a picture of a Ferrari or a Lamborghini. This is interaction with people. These people is coming to you, giving you them motherfucking envelopes every Sunday. Huh? OG, check what he said. That's 10,000 in real time. Them people is coming to touch your hand, nigga. You on TV. You on TV. You got commercials. You got tapes. You got books. You got seminars. You're going world. You're doing a tour, baby. Just like Michael Jackson in the 70s. Everywhere you go, you taking $250,000, $1 million easy because they giving that paperwork to you in the donation of God, as you say. But why you won't say what happened?
He's stepping away from his senior pastoral duties. Evans spoke to the congregation, but it was not part of the recording posted to the church website, which featured lead associate pastor Bobby Gibson.
Good morning, Oak Cliff. Come on, clap, 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 clap.
Evans grew the congregation of Oak Cliff Bible Fellowship to 10,000 members, serving as pastor for more than 40 years. Evans said the foundation of his ministry is the commitment to the Word of God as the
Y'all see that shit there right there? You see that smile right there? I'm going to ask that question again. Marlo Stansfield or Omar? To the women in the building. To the men in the building. Marlo Stansfield or Omar? This nigga got a Sherman Hemsley. Y'all already know Sherman Hemsley in real life is gay. This nigga got an Arthur Fonzarelli. Do you know in real life Henry Winkler is gay? Look these facts up right now on Google. Anybody want to bet? I am Sharon McLeod's son. Pay attention, y'all. Let's rock and roll. I'm going to show y'all how I play. I don't play no games. Check them out now.
Grew the congregation of Oak Cliff Bible Fellowship to 10,000 members, serving as pastor for more than 40 years. Evans said the foundation of his ministry is the commitment to the Word of God as the supreme standard. In a statement, he went on to say, "A number of years ago, I fell short of that standard. I am therefore required to apply the same biblical standard of repentance and restoration to myself that I have applied to others."
This nigga right here smooth, y'all. Boy, them niggas is dangerous. Boy, them 10%ers. Them niggas is dangerous. That nigga said a number of years ago. See, they wrote that for him. That nigga in the background, allegedly, fair YouTube usage. You know, I got to give him my fair disclaimer. My fair disclaimer. Can you dig? That nigga in the background going, what the fuck am I going to do? Dog Soldier, salute. I see you in the building. Like I'm trying to tell him, dog, this man right here been a pastor for 40 years. Check this out. He said he just going to break away from all that money for a little while because he said he didn't commit a crime, but he did commit a sin. Check what he said. A number of years ago, I fell short of that standard. I am therefore required to apply the same biblical standard of repentance. Meaning, in his eyes, he got to beg God for forgiveness. And check this out. And restoration getting to know itself, reprogramming itself to myself that I have applied to others. So that means when people came to him before saying, check this out, I might be going through marital problems. I may have cheated. She may have cheated. How do we get through this? All that information that you told them where they had to stand by, you said, now you got to do that for yourself. I don't trust these niggas. I don't trust these niggas, y'all. Check them out.
There's been much speculation as to what specifically caused Evans to step aside. And
there's been much speculation. I'm gonna let y'all hear it again.
Speculation as to what specifically caused Evans to step aside and for how long. He did not address that directly, but said, while I have committed no crime, I did not use righteous judgment in my actions.
I did not commit no crime, but yet I did not use righteous judgment in my mind. So that means, I promise y'all, I bet the house on it. Because he said he didn't. Now he didn't commit a crime, so it's consensual. But I promise you, it wasn't a woman because he'd have been talked about it. He can't tell 10,000 plus people he's a homosexual, allegedly. That should have fucked his whole following up. They got movies and shit for this nigga and commercials and books. You see that goddamn Sherman Hensley smile. Sherman Hensley convinced the world that I thought him and Louise was really a couple. If you felt as though they was really a couple, let me see the goddamn dice cubes. If them motherfuckers acted that well where you thought the Jeffersons was really a couple and Florence was really their goddamn maid, I want to see these dice cubes. I'm going to cut this shit off. I cut it off. You're wasting my time if you're going to be sitting here lying to me. You ain't going to tell me that you ain't think George and Louise was married. I cut this shit off. Y'all ain't going to tell me that shit. You better put them goddamn dice cubes in here. I cut this motherfucker off. I cut this motherfucker off. I ain't the only one that felt like that. My man Chief said, I thought Peg and Buck were a real couple. You know why? You know what? You know why you thought that was a real couple? Just like James in Florida. When that nigga James picked up the goddamn chair and slammed the door, that shit made everybody shake. The motherfucker, I watch that shit now on the 24/7 channel and still get scared. That nigga James had high blood pressure. You see what Chief said? He said, I thought Peg and Al Bundy was a real couple. Y'all ready for this one? Do y'all know why I thought Peg and Al was a real couple? Because when a nigga around his motherfucking woman for 100,000 years, it has to be a real special motherfucking reason for them to have some damn sex.
Streets ain't never loved me. The streets ain't never loved me, yeah. The streets ain't never loved me, yeah.
Streets ain't never loved me since my brother died. My mother cried. Tears in my eyes bleed red. Ain't no love inside. Streets left me dolly.
These is facts. You see what my man Chief said? He did something and got that rainbow sign back there. Allegedly. Allegedly. But check this past out, y'all.
In light of this, I am stepping away from my pastoral duties and am submitting to a healing and restoration process established by the elders. Evans' ministry was the genesis for former President George Bush's faith-based initiative. Bush visited the church in '98 during his campaign and returned as president for the dedication of the church's Christian Education Center.
He decided to become part of this special unveiling.
Evans also has ties to the Dallas Cowboys. His son, Jonathan, is the team chaplain. During his time with the Cowboys, Tony Romo worked with Evans, donating $1 million to his urban initiative. Romo's donation led to the nationwide expansion of the program, where churches adopted public schools and provided mentoring and other services. Now, the statement also.
You see what they done fucked up? She said he gay in real life. You see what they fucked up? Now they said they was mentoring, they was doing mentorship to children. You see how God work? You see how God work with them pastors that be playing with people? And using his name for motherfucking clicks and views like they say? We got the content sector in here himself, Mr. Hank McCoy. Yo, Hank, do me a favor, man. Don't ask me why I thought about this shit yesterday. I forgot to tell you, and I could have called you and told you this shit. But this is what I want you to do, Hank. I understand that you're Hank McCoy. The calm, mild-mannered family man. To me, you're David Banner in my eyes, brother. Mr. McGee, don't fuck with me, Mr. McGee. You won't like me when I'm upset. The reason why I say that is because The Incredible Hulk is my favorite TV show, because that's how I feel. I be feeling like David Banner. I just be telling people, please leave me alone, because if you fuck with me, you're not going to like me. But I think your official street name, even though that's not who you are, like me, you call me Big Dice, but I'm more to Demond now. But I think you need to go with that beast. That shit's very disrespectful, son. That name is very disrespectful. It's a mean motherfucking nickname, son. That ain't no regular nickname right there. That's just my 2 cents on that. But let me ask y'all something. Did y'all hear about this? My turn. Y'all know who that is? Do y'all know who this is right here? Anybody but a dead body. Talk to me right quick. That's Remy Ma, son. That's Remy Ma's son. That's Remy Martin's son. Let me show y'all who Remy Martin's son is. Let me show y'all who he is right quick. See, they talked about it, but they ain't show you. I'm going to show you who Remy Martin's son is. Remember, y'all saw it first. You're now rocking with the best. Let's go.
I'm Steve Lacey.
And I'm Natasha Verma. A 23-year-old Jason Scott has been arrested in connection to a murder in Queens that dates back to 2021. Investigators are looking into the possibility that it was a murder for hire.
All right, Fox 5's Teresa Priolo joins us live from Astoria where the victim lived. Teresa, what can you tell us?
Let's get this straight, man. Y'all can talk about it, but y'all can't break it down the way I can. Why you think I saved this shit for last? You know I got to go to work in the morning. Why you think I saved this one for the last, Miss Pam? Always a queen. Why you think I saved this one to the last? Yo, Hank. Yo, OG Bobby. Why you think I saved this part to the last? Nerd dog. Somebody talk to me. City Bama, only child. Somebody tell me why did I save this part to the last? I'm gonna show you why, and I'm gonna talk about it.
The streets ain't never loved me, yeah. The streets ain't never loved me, yeah.
Streets ain't never loved me since my brother died. My mother cried, tears in my eyes bleed red. Ain't no love inside. Streets left me dolly, my phone they left it holy. Dawn was in that passenger side when they tried to phone me.
Yeah, you know the streets ain't never love us.
Yeah. GD. I've been shot, I was left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. You know these streets ain't never loved me.
I've been stabbed, I've been left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. You know the streets ain't never loved me.
I've been locked, I got charged for some shit I didn't do, nigga. You know these streets ain't never loved me.
Caught a case, went upstate, fuck the Jakes, nigga. Yeah, you know these streets ain't never loved me.
Laying up in the hospital bed in ICU. Hit that button like every 3 hours to get those blues, yeah. Laying in the test of pain, I know shit won't be the same. Sipping my stomach, shit don't stop a thing, I'm still a man, yeah. But who gon' be there when you doing time? Can't get no money, so they dropping down, these niggas bitter. And I hope they get the picture. I'm only getting bigger. The top cat out my litter, yeah. Tell you they love you, but they hate you on the low. They hold you back, how they expect for you to grow. I got locked up, ain't said me nothing, but I'm your nigga. My body numb, I got no feelings for you niggas. I'm from what niggas will shoot you right here in these hallways. If you got trust in that loyalty goes a long way. These size 11s, these pussies can't walk a mile in. They hit my cousin with life and he's still smiling. I've been shot, I was left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. You know these streets ain't never loved me.
I've been stabbed, I've been left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. You know the streets ain't never loved me.
I've been locked, I got charged for some shit I didn't do, nigga. You know these streets ain't never loved me.
Caught a case, went upstate, fuck the Jakes, nigga. Yeah, you know these streets ain't never loved me. Streets ain't never.
Did you hear what Always a Queen said? I pinned it. She hit that shit right on the motherfucking mark. Apple don't fall too far from the fucking tree. My man said, Dice, go play. Who the fuck want to go to prison? Fire, you heard? Jersey. I'm going to look that up. I swear to God, Miss Pam, she hit it. That's why I asked y'all, because you know, y'all, I take y'all wisdom, but that's the godmother over here. Y'all already know how I feel about Always a Queen. She hit that shit right out the park. She ain't second guess that shit. The motherfucking apple don't fall too far from the tree. Divine order, forgive me. Assalamu alaikum. I forgive me for not speaking up to you. You dig? I saw you in the building. I'm just trying to tell you the energy over here is so real when it comes to adults. You dig what I'm saying? Because people, check this out. Look at that boy's face. Look. Pay attention. From one, he don't see nothing but a facade. He don't see nothing but a facade. I don't see a mother right there. No disrespect intended to nobody. I see a homegirl. I see a thought. I don't see no moms. I don't. And what was he supposed to do if his mother went to jail for shooting her homegirl over $200, allegedly, that she stole out of her purse? That's why I try to talk to some of these women. They don't hear me when I say this. Oh, he hates women. No, I hate females. I can't stand them because a real woman is not going to jeopardize her freedom to leave her children out here to be misheld or misguided or mistreated because of a selfish motherfucking action. This is facts. This is facts. Remember, we used to get cursed out for that. Always the queen. You know I got this work. You know I got this work. Come on now.
Yeah, Steve and Natasha, residents I spoke to here, they didn't know the victim, but they do know who Remy Ma is, and they're telling us that they hope her celebrity doesn't play into this case. Tonight, we are learning that that victim was allegedly killed by Remy Ma's son, Jace Scott. So here's what we know at this hour. 23-year-old Scott was arrested today on first-degree murder and weapons charges. It's unclear if he pulled the trigger or if he hired the hit that took the life of Darius Gilbo, who lived here at the Ravenswood houses in Astoria. The crime occurred nearby in broad daylight back in 2021. Gilbo took hits to the head and to the chest. Gilbo had an extensive criminal history. 8 months before he was killed, he was indicted in a massive drug trafficking operation. As for Jace Scott, he appeared alongside his mom, Remy Ma, in the hit show Love and Hip Hop. She's one of the biggest names in hip hop and has been since 2006. She also has something of a lengthy rap sheet and has done 6 years in prison on a gun crime. But none of that mattered to the folks that we talked to here in Astoria.
It doesn't matter if you're a celebrity or not. If you commit a crime, you're supposed to be paid for the crime you committed.
Now, you already know how I feel when it comes to the Spanish people. They don't give a fuck about none of that shit. You can't even rob a Spanish man. They say, I don't care. He no good. You can't even rob a Spanish man. I swear to God, you try to rob a Spanish man for like $20, he'd be like, I don't give you no $20. I give you $2. Terror Squad isn't just a rap group. Allegedly. Shout out to KAR, kill all motherfucking rats. Pops ain't playing. Check them out.
It could be anybody. It doesn't matter. You know, if they're, their mother's famous or father's, it doesn't matter.
We got the police station on the corner. We got sanitation. So not too many things happening here. They happen around here, but not in here. It's really difficult.
We received a statement from Remy Ma's attorney about Jace Scott. That came in late this afternoon. They said that Remy Ma hoped to publicly address this. She's been advised not to, so they told us, quote, nevertheless, Remy Ma is committed to proving Jason's innocence and supporting her child during this time. We stand by Jason's innocence and hope the NYPD will conduct a complete and thorough investigation to reveal the truth. Now, back out here live, we should also tell you that a second man, a man by the name of Richard Swigert, was also arrested and charged with murder and weapons charges. Steve and Natasha, it's unclear what led to this, if there was any relationship between these guys before this murder happened. We can tell you that we are expecting Scott to be arraigned early next week. That's the latest from Astoria tonight. Back to you guys.
One more time, I want y'all to really, really pay attention to this picture. And I want to know from the people in here, what do y'all see? I gave y'all my opinion. What y'all see? Number one, you notice how she expresses herself to be or presents herself to be aggressive, a gangster. You know, aggressive, a gangster. You can tell she makes decisions without thinking about the repercussions or the feelings of other people. You can tell by the situation that went on allegedly with her and the battle rapper, Easy the Block Captain. Dog said it seemed like a Pornhub thumbnail. Ms. Pam said facts. Came home, go on reality TV, not spending time. You heard what you just said right there? You got you a pen, Miss Pam. You got you a pen. Let's get to it. Because it seemed like you must have been in my mind. You must have been in my mind. All them decisions you can make, you didn't make decisions to protect your child. First of all, why was your son with you? Why all of a sudden now you're trying to act like you're supporting your son? First of all, when you're supporting your son when you was with Easy the Block Captain, allegedly. Now you came home and instead of, I'm not knocking her. I am not knocking her. Pay attention to this. So I don't want people to look at me crazy. Oh, no. Should she be into the battle rap league? She's the MC. But you're a mother before anything. That's like the situation like my man OG said, Florida and James. Remember when he had the job? And Florida was like, where the job at? He was like, it's up north. Up north where, James? And he was like, Chicago, no, East, maybe. He said Alaska. She was like, nah, I ain't with that shit. She said, I don't care about no money. Her faith was in God. She said, we've always got by. She said, I don't want you going that far. That was the same episode when Mike came in the crib and he had got whipped out by the niggas. Because he had apparently told his father that they was a young militant group pertaining on Black Power, but they was actually moving like a gang in the street. And then Florida looked at him and was like, damn, nigga, you see, like you really want to go that far and leave your boy behind like this in these projects? Salute. Salute. If I'm saying it correctly, let me see if I can say it correctly, because I don't want to sound like I got Down syndrome. Kalasuka 8. We talking about them frames. If we talking about them frames, I know who you is, beloved. If we talking about the frames in that packing, salute, beloved. Divine Order said, messed up. She returned home from Graybar Hotel. She could have invested time in her children first, then periodically on the road for the money. That's a fact. I see you, beloved. They got me giving them this work. They know we got to go to work in the morning. Every day. Every day. Word up. Yo, shout out to my man, y'all. Y'all make sure y'all give him, I swear to God, y'all give him a quote unquote, Gorm Warm Team Guardian. It's one of my co-workers from the job. We be out there getting money every day. You dig? But this is what I be talking about sometimes when we have these women that take these positions and try to be men. So you put the money over your baby. You done went to jail. Let's check this out, y'all. She just did 8 years. You already said, you know that, brother, every day. You just did 8 years. You just had a child for Pat when you came home. There was times when Pap said it on Love and Hip Hop that he wanted her to stay home. Check this out. Wanted her to stay home and take care of the family and enjoy her freedom. She was like, I can't do that. OG Bobby, you know I respect your words. Listen to what she told Pat. I can't be in the house with them kids. She said, yo, you watched them all this other time. Now you can continue to watch them. I'm going to get this bread. And look how she threw it at him. She said, because number one, your rap career right now, shout out to Sheep Stay Sleep, Big DS1. He went to this too. His rap career wasn't enough substantial money to maintain their lifestyle and that life they had. So she told him he had to sit down and be the babysitter while she had to go get it. Facts on Love and Hip Hop. They used to argue about it anytime. Anybody in here watch Love and Hip Hop, tell OG. They used to argue about this shit all the time. Because he wanted her to be the stay-home moms. But Rem said from her incarceration, she had to get that motherfucking bag. She couldn't sit still. Like them old timers said, she had ants in her pants. He said, I don't know what his finances are. Love and Hip Hop is scripted. Let me put y'all on some real shit. Shout out to my nigga Baguettes. Love and Hip Hop is scripted for the drama. See, oh, that's the part y'all ain't understand about Miss Mona. I ain't mad at her. because she is the queen of clicks and views. Number one, when you sign these foreclosures, these closures that go up on her show, she's going to tell you what she's going to bring to light. You just got to defend it. I'm going to keep it funky. And I said this to you in a bunch of my lives back. My man Dirty in California, his name is Baguettes. Look at him on YouTube, Begetz. I played one of his shows. The nigga right for Tiffany Haddish, all type of shit. I asked him. He had a matter of fact, my man was married on Nickelodeon. His name is David Cooper. He said he had an opportunity to be on Love and Hip Hop. And I asked him, why did you not take this opportunity? FTC, do you remember me saying this? And he told me because of certain things that might be brought to the television about him and his life, pertaining him, his wife, his kid, anything. Mona don't play no games. David Cooper, that's his name. Google his name. OG said, she's stand up. I got to say that. Can I stamp her? No. I'd have stamped her if she wouldn't have shot that woman I would have stamped her if she would not have shot that woman in that restaurant. I'd have stamped her if she would have never disregarded her family and her freedom. That's when I'd have stamped her. That's when I would have stamped her. Okay, cool. You worth how much money? You about to be one of the biggest rap influences. $200 allegedly she took from her. She said it was about the principal and she took the money. No, you just paid $200 to get a thief and a snake away from you. If you had $1,000 in your motherfucking wallet or your purse, and when you came back from the bathroom, you had $800, and you know you didn't take the $200 out, and ain't no waitress or no motherfucking person came and went in your bag in front of your homegirl, 2 and 2 makes 4. Yeah, she took $200. You paid a light amount of money. You paid $200 to find out you got a motherfucker that's not your friend, a motherfucking snake, and a motherfucking thief, and a fucking liar. Because when you asked her about it, this is what she said in her statement. When she asked her about it, she was enraged that she lied to her face. Now, if you already knew she took the $200 and you're a mother, don't let me get to talking. And you're a mother. You're a parent. This goes for man or woman. This ain't just because of no woman. This goes for us too. Number one, we got to think about this. So you mean to tell me you let your man, check this out, fellas. Let's reverse it. You let your man come in the crib or whatever. You go to the front to get the nigga something to drink. You come back. He took $5,000, $6,000 from you because you knew he had about 40 or 50, but it ain't that much. What you gonna do? Kill him? What you gonna do? Kill him? So you mean to tell me if you got 40, 50,000, you can't get back 4,000? You just paid 4,000 to find out the nigga's a fucking thief. That's easy like money. Come on, y'all. For your freedom? Nah. That's backwards. That's what they want us to do. That's what they want us to do. On some real shit. That's the trap state. That's why, yo, let me tell you something. I stopped gambling. I stopped shooting dice. 2000, 2001. When I first moved to North Carolina, I stung their ass a few times in a gambling spot, and I felt myself in a gambling spot continuously every weekend. Check this out. They know I'm bringing the bag to the gambling spot. They know I got the bud in the gambling spot. They know I got my gun. These is facts in the gambling spot, right? Check this out. Your dog, listen to this. Legal, they already know. Legal fire, blood clot arm. Dare ya. But you know what I started thinking about? Every week they had a pattern on where I was going to be. Now check this out. Number one, I was going to be there. Number two, I was going to have some money on me, whether it was $4, $5, $100, $2,000. I was going to have that on me. And this is the most dangerous part. They know I got my motherfucking gun, so you're going to have to clap me. Nah. So I just stopped going. It's supposed to be intelligence over ignorance. Pay attention. What we doing, our kids is doing. You see what Always a Queen said? The apple don't fall too far from the tree. What we show our kids and who we portray ourselves to be in front of our children, whether we tell them 100 times, don't do as we do as we say. That's the stupidest shit that was ever told to me. Don't you do as I do. You do as I say. That's the most hypocritical statement that a parent could give to a motherfucking child. Ain't nobody in here ever heard that from their parents? Whether it's because you wanted to hang out with your girlfriend, you wanted to hang out with your boyfriend. Your mother told you was hanging with the wrong crowd. Your mother told you was hanging with the wrong group of people. Your mother told you she was having the dreams. You was going to jail. Ain't nobody else been through this? And that's why I respect your mind, beloved. This is where I'm just telling you what I saw with myself. Yo, let me tell y'all something. If I could rewind and like edit out certain parts of my life, whew, I'm gonna do a show on emotionless sex. Y'all want content? They can't touch me. They can't touch me, FTC. Yo, dog, Hank, the shit we talking about, we gone. Content. I'm about to do a show on emotionless sex that a lot of us have been through, a lot of us is going through, and a lot of us are partaking in as we speak. They gonna get mad, y'all. I'm telling you, just stay tuned. They about to get mad. They about to get mad. This one, they about to get mad. They about to get mad. Pure content. Talking about people now. Analyzing certain situations and wondering and breaking up a conversation about things that have nothing to do with us in our circle, but is very, very much need. Like we got these pastors running around just fooling people like they represent God, but it's just about money. You got police officers now allegedly raping civilians in parks. We got a lady that's obviously out of her motherfucking mind. She done took the life. She done unalived a 3-year-old child for no reason. And then you got Remy Martin's son from a body from 2021 they talking about, and they caught him with the hammer. You are now rocking with the best, y'all. I'm Sharon McLeod's son. Peace.
Another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me? Knowledge, wisdom, understanding. Man, woman, and children. sun, moon, and stars. Everything exists has to coexist within. Like I said, another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me?